There is just 2 hours left to cast your ballot before the polls close.
Local polling locations have seen a steady stream of voters throughout the entire day. We go now live to News 8's Kyle Dimke, who is at the Armory in Onalaska. Hi, Kyle.
Well, hi guys. The Armory here is one of the most popular polling locations in La Crosse County, and as you can see, it is the place to be right now. Joining me right now, though, is County Clerk Jenny Dankmeyer. Jenny, thank you very much for being with us today. Can you just tell me, how have things gone today?
Today has been very crazy. The reports that are coming from the polling places that it's been steady all day long with people coming in to vote.
Really? And so how have you run into any problems, I guess, so far?
There hasn't been problems. The problems that are coming with the ballot bins are starting to get full from so many voters. A few polling places we've had to print extra ballots for. We were preparing for a high turnout, but I think we're probably going to get more of a turnout than what we expected.
Really? And what did you expect here for the county? I know GAB says about 56% for the state of Wisconsin. What are you expecting?
The gubernatorial recall in 2012 had a 67% turnout, so we figured we'd probably be close to that. A presidential usually has about an 80% turnout, and I think we're probably going to be close to a 70-75% turnout with what we're seeing here today.
Okay, and then how about absentee ballots? There's been a record number is kind of what there's reporting. Are we seeing the same thing here in the county?
Yeah, we thought with the high in-person absentee that maybe we wouldn't see quite as many people at the polls, but that has not been the case. We're seeing just as many, if not more people at the polls than what we would have expected today.
All right, and so there's a couple hours left of polling. What happens for you? What goes on behind the scenes after these polls close?
After the polls close, I'll be at the county. We'll be waiting for the results to come in. The poll workers have a lot of work to do. If absentee ballots haven't been processed, they need to take care of that. There's a lot of paperwork to fill out. And then they bring that stuff down to the county and we process the results and we get it posted and released to the public as soon as we can.
Great. Well, thank you very much. That's all the time we have for. I appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the night.
Thank you.
Well, there is still a few hours before the polls close, closing at 8 o'clock. If you do still need to cast your ballot, remember, you do not need a photo ID to vote. Guys from the Armory, back to you in the studio.
And Kyle, real quickly, I see people lining up behind you. Do you know how long they're waiting to vote there at the Armory?
You know what, Mike? Just before we actually were on air, the line was out the door here at the Armory in both districts. It has quieted down actually within probably the last 5 or 10 minutes. As I kind of reported at 5 o'clock, there were about 2,000 registered voters for these two wards. There are now 3,500 votes cast as of about 3 or 4 minutes ago. So quite a big voter turnout here. And like I said, probably lines out the door within the last 5 or 10 minutes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Good to see all those people out there voting. Another reminder, you can register at your polling location. You will need to bring a proof of residency like a utility bill, lease agreement, driver's license, or state ID.